Hello. Welcome back to Heretic Owl Tarot. My name is Liz. I'll be guiding you on this journey. And this journey is going to be a little bit different because we're going to do a look ahead to 2024. I've been doing these readings and every single one of them has been so effing cool. And I love the vibe that is coming through with them. So like I said, it's more of like an overview for the year. It could be energy that you're feeling now. It could be energy that you're, of course, looking forward to. So it is a 7-card spread, and I'll just kind of go through what those 7 positions are, and then I might put a key just on this side of the screen. Maybe, I don't know. I'll try it and see how it looks. And if it looks dumb, I'm not going to do it. So if you don't see it, then it looked dumb. But, and if you're like me, you may not even watch the actual video, but more just listen to it and do a bunch of other stuff or play games on your phone or something. That's what I do when I watch videos or listen to videos. So it may not matter to you anyway, unless of course you do actually watch the actual video instead of just listening to it. So the first position is clarity, what your personal theme for 2024 will be. The second position is a horizon, what you can expect in 2024. Third position is strength, how to harness your inner power. Fourth position is sunset, what you're leaving behind in 2023. Advice, the lesson that you learned in 2023 is the 5th position. The 6th position is the obstacle or challenge you'll face in 2024. And then lastly, the 7th position is navigation, and that's guidance for the year ahead. So that's what we're going to do this time around. And great. So, this is the reading for the 4-1 or opportunist investigator, or if you don't know what your human design profile is, there's a link in the description to get your body graph. It's one of many bits of information that you'll obtain in your body graph. But for the purposes of these readings, I'm going by profile. Or if you just felt called to this reading, welcome. We're all inclusive here. So, we'll go through I don't even remember what I said in the intro. This is the thing about intros. I do it because I struggle with repeating myself 12 times. But then I totally forget whatever I said. And I probably end up repeating myself any effing way. So there are seven positions. I'm going to shuffle the deck while I talk, and then I'll split the deck twice. I'm going to take the middle pile, and we'll take 7 cards off the top of the middle pile. We're not taking jumpers this time around. And then of course I'll share with you the position of each. I'll say it multiple times throughout the reading too. But like I said, I think in the intro, I've been doing these readings and they've all been so amazing. I know I also usually have like a blurb or just some information that I found on the internet about your profile, and I do have some saved, but I'm just gonna hold on to those for next time. Clearly, chatty. I'm currently obsessed with this deck, so I don't even care how many times it just explodes in my hand. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, So this first card is your personal theme for 2024. We have the King of Wands. Love that. Horizon, what you can expect in 2024. Love that. Okay, just get used to me saying that. We have the Ace of Pentacles, how to harness your inner power. Oh my gosh, no joke. I've only done 2 of these profile readings so far, but, and that was the 1-3 reading. This card came out in the same position, which, you guessed it, I love. What you're leaving behind in 2023, absolutely. 5 of Pentacles. Lesson you learned in 2023 is broom or death. A challenge you'll face in 2024. Is a Knight of Pentacles, and the guidance for the year ahead is the Lovers. Okay. I'm laughing because first of all, the High Priestess in that position, like I said, came out in the same position in the 1-3 reading. Also, I was saying in the 1-3 reading that throughout all of the readings that I've done using this spread, the Knight of Pentacles came out in the majority of those readings in this position, in the challenge position. I can't say if it was 100% of those readings, but it was a lot. It was a lot of them. And it makes sense. And of course, we'll go over it when we get there. So your personal theme for 2024 is the King of Wands. It says, shine your inner candlelight bright enough for others to follow. Oh, and how perfect for those of you that have the 4-1 profile, because you are the only profile that has the fixed fate. You are the only profile that has the juxtaposition incarnation crosses. You are the only fixed, right? And shine your inner candlelight bright enough for others to follow. Like you are you're meant to do your thing and allow your candlelight to shine so that others can see it, right? You're not meant to adhere to or veer off in other people's paths or directions or what they think is best for you. I'm sure probably you have in your life, and I'm sure you can realize how uncomfortable that was for you. And hopefully, and there's that song by oh my gosh, Erykah Badu, Don't You Know? She has this line in it. Oh my God, it's called Didn't You Know? Oh my gosh, she is not Minnesotan. Isn't she like, don't you know? Oh my God, I just part of me wants to cut that out because I am so embarrassed. But I'm gonna leave it because anyway, the line in that song is something about veering off the path, but I knew my heart would guide me back. So if you haven't heard the song, listen to it. If you have heard the song and it's been a minute, listen to it. But anyway, that was just a song that was coming to mind. Now, kings are the highest expression of the suit, right? And wands are fire, clearly, with the candlelight. It's the actions that we take. It's the motivation behind the actions that we take. It's creativity. It's passion. How are we communicating those things? What actions are we taking towards those things? And with the king being the highest expression of the suit, they are a leader. They are an authority. People do look to them for advice or direction. But also, the King of Wands is the entrepreneur of the tarot. They want to have that creative freedom. So if you have been planning to, thinking about, looking into starting your own business or just doing your own thing in some capacity, then 2024 is going to be a good year to do that. Also, even too, like allowing yourself to be seen as a type of authority. Because, the fourth line is the opportunist. It has everything to do with community, network, friendships, the people around you, your peer group. The first line investigator is about, finding security in knowledge. You could be sharing something, and this is perfect for that, right? Because it is sharing your expertise in some area. What you can expect in 2024 is the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, what an abundant opportunity. How perfect are these two together? I mean, you could be in a position to receive a promotion in some capacity. You could be leveling up your income in some capacity. This would be something new, though, with the ace. Aces are new beginnings. So maybe it's finding a new job. Maybe it's finding an additional or new source of income. Maybe, again, like I was saying, if you are planning to, thinking about, considering doing something, branching out on your own, this would be positive for that. Definitely, though, there is a level up because the King of Wands, like I said, it's a highest expression. So you would be reaching a position or going for or promoting to a position of authority. And it's kind of like knowing your worth, asking for a raise even. Because Pentacles do have to do with our money. How do we get it? How do we save it? How do we spend it? It's our physical time. Like, where are we physically showing up in our lives? Where are we physically putting our time into? It's also our physical body, the vessel that we are occupying in this existence, right? So there could even be taking control of that in some capacity. How to harness your inner power. The High Priestess, it says, when in doubt, your first gut feeling can always be trusted. And I kind of keep getting this feeling with this High Priestess in this position about following your strategy and authority, like really leaning into and trusting that. Manifestors initiate. Manifesting generators wait to respond. Projectors wait for the invitation or recognition. Reflectors wait out that lunar moon cycle for those big decisions. I love that there's tarot here, there's divination. It's definitely a bit like woo-woo-y, but in the sense of like, instead of looking outside of you for the answers, you're looking within. You are trusting your first gut feeling. Because the High Priestess is that direct connection to our star player. It can be your higher self. If you believe in God, source, divine, spirit, if you believe in a higher power, if you don't, then it would be connection to your intuition, because we all have it. I mean, this whole process could even be an intuitive thing. Like maybe there's something that just comes naturally to you, or that you naturally gravitate towards investigating. And maybe you recognize a need within your community, within your peers. Because again, this is in the position of harnessing your inner power. So it's like following that natural inclination. Like maybe you get hunches or something, like it's definitely intuitive. It's definitely, you're like, I don't know why I know these things, but I do know them. And anytime this hunch or this, fluttering happens in my gut, it turns out to be true. Maybe it even has to do with this situation. I was just watching The Matrix. Resurrection? No, Resurrection? Is that what it was? The newest one? And I'm not gonna lie, the first time I saw it, I was like, what the hell is this? But like, I thought it was just kind of corny. I don't know. But also, I remember the first time I saw The Matrix, like the first Matrix, was in the movie theater. I think I was, oh my gosh, I had to have been, oh my gosh, 14 or 15. I don't even know when it came out, but I was a teenager. And the first time I saw it, I was like, what the hell is this? And then I watched it just over the years, right? I mean, I continue to watch it, and every time I've watched it, I'm like, ooh, I didn't see that before. I didn't make that connection before. Anyway, so I was watching it last night, like just random, right? I'm like, I even remember thinking, I don't even know why I'm watching this. But is it the White Rabbit? I can't remember what her name was in the movie, but it's a chick that found Neo. She said something like, choice is an illusion because you already know what you have to do. Like, this is what it feels like, that long ass explanation. Like, this is what it feels like, because there might be something here that you need to do, right? They're opening the door. I can't tell if she's like on the phone or it kind of looks like she's on the phone, because it could be. And again, right, that fourth line, that opportunist line, your best opportunities are going to be found within your network, within your acquaintances, within your friend group. It's like, it's a matter of just putting the birdie out there. I'm looking for a new job, or I'm starting this new business. I'm starting this new community, whatever it is, right? But you put it out within your network, within your friend group, and it spreads that way. Maybe somebody comes back and says, hey, this is actually a really good idea. I'm going to share it with, my community, and it grows that much. Or they're like, you know what? Like, I actually do know of a new opportunity that just popped up. I can get you in touch with the hiring person or whatever. Like, send me your resume. I'll put it on the top, right? Like, this whole thing, we're still talking about the high priestess here. The whole thing is allowing yourself to act on your instincts. But again, right, it does come down to your strategy and authority, because your strategy and authority is designed to help you enter into quote unquote correct experiences for you, whether they make sense or not. And then your profile is how you interact with those experiences, the energy, the people. What you're leaving behind in 2023 is absolutely effing amazing, is the Five of Pentacles. It says, nothing is ever as hopeless as it seems. This is the card of lack and scarcity. I wish I could just like transfer this emotion to you. Like, I'm emotional authority. So I'm also a Cancer rising. So I'm emotional as shit. But I wish I could like allow you to feel even for a second, like how good this feels to me, because what you can expect in 2024 is new money. It's abundance, right? Wow, what an abundant opportunity coming in. And what you're leaving behind is this feeling that you're never going to get out of this slump, that you're never going to have enough, that you're always going to be putting out more than you get back. And again, with Pentacles, it has to do with our money, like our physical money. It could even be, it's tangible things. So it's anything that we can touch, anything that we can see. It could be our house, it could be our possessions, our car, whatever, right? So anything that is like physically in the 3D. If you've been having issues with your laptop, okay, like, I don't know, I just looked at my laptop and all of a sudden it was like bing. But there is this feeling of leaving it behind. Not to mention, this person is out in the cold. So this definitely carries that energy of feeling left out, feeling left behind. Like maybe you just kind of feel like, oh my gosh, I see people that are my age or younger, even older maybe, that just, they have their shit together more than I do. I just cannot seem to figure this out. Whatever the self-talk is, right? You're leaving that behind. I love, there's a sign that says safe haven. So there's this, it could even be finding or changing your community, because if you are part of a friend group, part of a community, part of a tribe, whatever, right? And if you don't feel supported, if you don't feel seen, if you don't feel heard, if you feel judged, outcast, right? Like just, again, this feeling of being left out in the cold for whatever reason, those are not your people. And this would be making a decision to, again, even I think I mentioned with the Ace of Pentacles, knowing your worth. This would be finding a community that does recognize you, that does see you and hears you and supports you and feels more like a safe haven. Interesting and beautiful. I love that. Lesson you learned in 2023 is the broom, or like I said, it's a death card. Tidy up your life so you can make space for something better. I just, it's like, it's making this decision because it does feel like, of course this is a reading for 2024, but it's just, January 1st is just any other date, right? It just has a new year attached to it. So this could definitely be energy that you are already feeling, especially with a death card. And I love that this imagery of, brushing things out, cleaning things up. There's these donation boxes here too. So you could have been decluttering. Maybe you started going through your stuff and you're like, oh my gosh, I've been holding on to this for, 5, 10, 20, whatever years. And you're like, it's almost like that Marie Kondo effect, right? Like, does this bring me joy? Is there still energy available in this thing, or has the purpose of this possession, whatever it is, has it served its purpose and it's time to donate it to Goodwill, sell it on Facebook Marketplace or whatever, right? And I also love how this is coming under the Ace of Pentacles, even though it's not necessarily, this spread isn't necessarily designed that way, but I do find it interesting that the Death card is coming under the Ace of Pentacles, because anytime I see the Death card, I always say that new beginnings disguise themselves as endings. Something has to end in order for something new to begin. We need to clear out the energy of old shit so that new shit can come in. Even too, just the act of purging and getting rid of stuff. Again, you're clearing out stagnant energy. You're clearing out energy that again, right? It served its purpose. It did what it needed to do for you. And now it's time to go to somebody else who needs that thing for whatever purpose. But it also, it opens up, it allows for there to be energy available in your space, in your sphere, in your aura for new things to come in. So this could be, of course, since it's a lesson that you learned in 2023, you learned the importance of letting go. Clearing out. A challenge you'll face in 2024 is a Knight of Pentacles. I also just kind of wonder, with the Knight of Pentacles coming out so frequently in this position, I just wonder if it's like a collective thing of slow moving progress. I think, we're going into, the fourth year after the pandemic, right? And it's kind of like, okay, things they don't really look the same they did in 2019, right? It's still even just we're in the upside down, right? I don't think we're going to be coming out of that anytime soon. I think in 2024, it's probably going to crumble even that much more. Maybe I should just do like an overall reading. I should do that. Let me write this down. Hold on. I don't want to forget, but maybe we'll just do like a world, an earth reading for 2024. Thank you for the idea. I'm gonna credit the 4-1 for giving me that idea. Thank you. But anyway, because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, the slowest moving card in the whole tarot. And for it to continue to pop up in this position of challenge is just so funny to me. I'm spitting all over the place. Sorry. I don't know if you can see that. But because like the whole thing with the Knight of Pentacles is one, time in the 3D is much different than our own timetable or, time in the 5D or whatever. Right? I mean, of course, we want that instant gratification, right? We have these great ideas. We have this inspiration. We feel passionate. We feel creative, right? But then if we start doing it and if we don't get the return or the reward for our effort literally right away, then we're just like, it's a fail. It didn't work. What am I going to do now? Right? Like I thought this was going to be my thing. No, we can't. No. That's not how it works in, I don't know, what do you say? The real world? If you have a desire about it, if you're passionate about something, keep doing it no matter how many followers, how many subscribers, how many buyers, how many clients, keep doing it, especially if it's something that deep down, like behind, underneath the ego, still feels good. I'll give you an example, like with this YouTube channel, right? I thought my first year, which was 2022 was my first year. Like my first videos I put out was January. Sorry, my first videos that I put out were January 2021. My expectation was that I was going to have like 10,000 followers by the end of 2021. I was going to blah, blah, and how many did I have by the end of 2021? 700. Okay. And is that bad? No. I am so proud and so grateful of those 700 followers, but I haven't even doubled that this year. I don't even know how many I have now. I think it's like 820 or something, which is totally fine. Do I want it to be more? Yeah. Do I want my channel to grow? Abso-effing-lutely. Right? Because again, you want to feel the energetic return. You want to feel like, what you're putting out, you're getting back. But also, this year, I didn't put in probably the amount of work that I did last year. This year has been whatever. It's not about me. I'm just saying, if I were to gauge my success based on those numbers, I would have quit last year. I wouldn't have even been here today. I didn't even decide to do strictly human design profile tarot readings until a couple months ago. Right? Like the evolution of myself wouldn't have happened if I quit last year. And also, it's my ego that is upset. It's my ego that's like, oh, you suck. Oh, nobody wants to watch your videos. Maybe they don't. But there's a few of you that do, and I love all of you. But the point is, underneath the ego, I still love putting these messages out. They still feel good to do. I look forward to it. It doesn't drain me of energy. If anything, it gives me life, so I have to trust that. And I have to trust too, even, the slow moving progress. So again, the point I'm trying to make with the Knight of Pentacles is that, commit to it. Dedicate your time, your resources, your physical presence to the thing. And don't allow numbers to dictate your success, because it's going to happen. You're going to reach your level of success eventually. It may not just be on your timetable. You might have to edit that. But if it still feels good, if underneath your ego, in your gut, with a High Priestess, I even love this pairing here, how to harness your inner power and a struggle that you might face. Like, if you know deep down, this is a thing that you should be doing. This is a thing that you feel great about. Keep doing it. Do not give up on it. The guidance for the year ahead is the Lovers. Will you or won't you? The choice is yours. Yeah. That's what a perfect card for the end of the reading too. I mean, like the Lovers, anytime a Lovers card comes up, of course we think relationship, and of course we go towards romantic partnership just because it has the word lovers on it, right? But this card is more about choice. It is more about making a decision. It is, there's two sides to everything. It's also the dance between the masculine and feminine energies and balancing those two things. The masculine of going and getting and initiating and, law and order type of hunter vibe, right? And the feminine being in the flow, receiving, intuition, expansion, right? So again, it's like the dance between those two energies, but really this whole beautiful reading that we just went through is possible, but it really is your decision. And there is no wrong decision. We are exactly where we are supposed to be. And if you're ready, and I think you are, then this whole thing is possible. Again, there's two people in this card, so there is a like community or like peer type of vibe to it. So this could even be making the right connections. Even it being under the Five of Pentacles here, where there was a lack of support here, there is now support here. So again, even looking in your community. The fourth line is all about familiarity too. So showing your face places, making connections with people, and it does not have to be romantic. It can be platonic. It can be business. Of course, it can be romantic. I just don't generally do love readings. No thanks. Like, I'd rather talk about you, you know? Because as RuPaul says, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else? Can I get an amen? So we talk about you on this channel. Anyway, this was gorgeous. I'm so excited for you. Thank you so much for allowing me to read your cards. I will talk to you soon. Bye.